30th of December 2016. US government required disclaimer. Futures, options, and forex trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and willing to be able to accept them in order to invest in futures, options, or forex markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy, sell futures, options, or forex contracts. No representation is being made here that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed in this website and this trading educational room. The past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Morning, everyone.
Alrighty. I took the long on the NG right at 7:30 and looks like a quick stop out. I moved my stop to 44. It slipped me on the entry as well. This notch in the small time frame, I'm going to get stopped out here on the NG, it looks like. I'm not willing to give it any more than where it is. If it bounces up, I'll move my stop higher. But I'm out, guys. 18. There is a 39 long on the NG. I'm not taking it. There's your 39. There it goes. Would have worked. There's 43. Well, I passed on the 39 long, and NG just hit 50. And the volume spiked up a little bit. Tom, we were down $1,000 yesterday and ended up positive. You can trade out of it. The trading and the methodology doesn't change. What we're up against, guys, is just low volume. So everything is getting pushed around. As you saw yesterday, we're not getting any fluid movements. You can see ES is kind of working its way down. On Monday, up in the pre-market, we were down about 650, something like that, when the markets opened. We closed up $680 for the day. As you can see, we show the DOM. Watch this NG. If it comes back through, if you look at a daily chart on the YM is poised to break down. There we go. It hit 44, 43. 42 is the break, guys. Break 42. Here you go. It's got to break 42. Guys, take a look at a daily chart on the YM. We're not far away from the YM wanting to sell off. Maybe 50 ticks on a daily. I looked at it this morning. There it is, guys. There's your break. Come on, break 42. Now I'm short. Came through. If we get some movement here, this thing should come right down. For those of you that were in the room yesterday, we had a 72-tick trade on the NG. Come on, push through 41 again, or 42.
There's a big bar at 40 which is causing the problem. 65 contracts sitting there. If that breaks, it's nothing holding it.
I'm not going to stay with this long. It broken down when it went to 42.
Gave you 2 ticks, didn't it? And then stopped. I mean, to stay in this trade, you need to stop all the way at 57. Well, that's where the capped candle is. There's no buyers here. There's only 8 on the bid at 45.
It's working that area. I'm staying with the trade. I'm still in the trade, guys. If gold breaks down below the hourly area of 65.1, it comes down 10 points in a hurry. Below 65.1. Stop on NG now, I would say, it's going to be up above 60 at 61. If you want to get out of it, it's kind of consolidating in this area. I'm still sitting with it. It's got to come through 47 now, and then 40. It's just slow as heck. Steve, I don't know when this was formed, this 62.8, and it could have been here for weeks. There's a 62.8 below that node, which I like.
It's a suction tube down.
Gold could be a monster. It's so thin, even in the best of times, and today, who knows? There's a 64 sell here, which I wouldn't touch. The only one I would consider is this 62.8. We got 19 ticks of range. Now he just died on the range to 9, from 19 to 9.
I think it has to be looked at in conjunction with order flow as it's coming down. At the moment, we've got sellers coming in, 20s, 10s, 15s. It's not big sellers.
There it comes.
I'm not going to give it a lot of space because gold could be vicious against us as well.
Okay, here comes 62.8. That was a quick in and out of gold.
Nice. Good work. Yippee-yay! Good work, Bobby. That's the bang bang.
when we get volatility. So let's see here. I was down 196 and up 204. 34 tick.
You got slipped on your target.
I'll take a positive slip any way I can get it. Here comes your NG, guys. It's got to break 40 and it'll come down.
Look at it go.
15 locked in. I'm trying to get below low of the day. 18 locked in. 21, 24, 27, 30. Out, 30. In this market, it's thin, guys. You got to be patient. You have. I mean, we learned this the hard way. Crude is trying to go long. What's your sell up here, Sandy?
I'd say let's do 4 with an 8 stop.
It could get to 6.
Okay, let's put it at 5 then.
The notch in the top of the channel are right at 7. Here comes the euro breaking down on dollar strength. Guys, this break of the euro right here, this 36, is also a daily break on the daily chart.
Come on, a bit higher.
There's 110 buyers up here at 3.
Okay, we're not.
It's going a little higher yet. It backed off 4 ticks, but they're going to take this a little bit higher.
Okay.
That's why I didn't sell it. I'm waiting for it to cap out.
Yeah, there's 111 buyers at 2 now.
120. There, now it's capped. Nope, still not. There, got to 5. Still buying it, guys. That's why I'm not selling it. They're still buying. Once it formed that new candle, that was the end of it. Now, you may get a sell around 11, 12. It's all buyers right now, guys. That's why I'm doing nothing with it. I'm watching order flow. It's not going to get above 25, 20. I don't think so. And now it wants to come down a little bit. Too many buyers in here, guys. That's why I didn't touch it. As soon as it formed that next candle on top, that's what gave it the momentum. We're getting a big pullback now in the dollar. Good for the euro. That should help gold.
That was a move at the open. It was exactly at the open. That was a half-hour move. What to 98?
May bounce right here. Come on. 19 sellers at 97. Not much. Could come to 92. I don't think it goes any lower than that.
It goes over the 01, 02.
Yeah, it's if it gets to 01 or so, it's done. I think it's done. There's a few buyers here. 13, 14. They're trying to buy. There it goes. It's gone.
I can see why it came down to 97 and not 95, but I was trying to minimize the risk on the stop. It doesn't look like crude wants to do very much, and it's in the sideways pattern. I see a sell up at around 26, 27. A riskier one at about 15. 14, 15 is a riskier sell. The stop would have to be 5, 6 ticks on that. 27 to 25 to 27 is where I think it's possibly going to end up. And then if it breaks above 27, I think it will come there and it will get resistance. There looks like a suction tube from 28 all the way up to 50. But I'd be a seller on the first touch up there. We missed that 95 by 1 tick. It came back down again to 96 and then popped all the way up to 07, Bob, while you on break.
Gold gets all the way to 10.50 from here. There's $10 in it. I can't tell you it happens today, but it's coming down. I think gold just keeps bleeding lower. CL might give us a long somewhere around 70, Sandy, right around the day low again. The bonds are hanging out at 01, 5 ticks off their day low. I'd be interested in selling them up around 10, between 10 and 11, 9 and 11. I will sell them between 9 and 11. We'll see what happens when we get up there. ES, I think, is going to come down to 64. We'll look for longs. There goes the NQ. TF can't be far behind. There is a sell on TF, 55.8. If anybody wants it, it's 55.8, 55.7. If anybody trades ZL, has a sell, 30.73. There goes the TF.
Went through 4 ticks. There it is, 5
No,
ticks.
you got anybody. If you're in the TF, you got your target, guys.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. 6 ticks now, 7 ticks.
ZL 30.73 will give you a sell. ES is coming down to still selling it at 65. If ES is going to bounce, it's going to be about 64. Did we hit 64? No, 65. NQ is coming down. TF should continue to come down.
Okay, here comes crude to the 95, 96 area, maybe. It pushes up a little bit higher.
Wheat has a long, if anybody trades wheat, not much of a range, 49.75 for a long. Wow, that was a quick rebound on TF. Did bonds just come to 29 and I missed it?
It was at 30 a second ago.
NQ is still coming down.
Bonds came to 30, not 29.
Are you kidding me? And I missed the long? Off the bottom. Right, I missed it, guys. Bonds have support, guys, right here. They're buying 30, 31. Only left 5 sellers at 30. 30 again on bonds. A little bit of selling in here. I'm looking for the day low.
Looking for 28.
Yeah, there isn't much in here on the bonds yet. I'm watching the dollar. NQ just went off my chart. And TF is holding up fairly well.
It's 29 on the bonds.
I'm waiting for it to cap. It's right at support. That 04 is the hurdle. Here's 28. They're still selling it a little bit. Let's see if we can get a day low by a tick or two, and then I'll go in one tick above. I took a 29 long in the bonds. Okay, I'm long 29 in the bonds. They're trying to buy it here. 04 is going to be a tough hurdle. I don't like NG at 61. I don't like gold long at all.
What's the stop on the ZB? 23?
I have a loose 10 tick stop.
Yeah, okay. I was going to tighten it up to 23, but I'll leave it at 10.
It shouldn't come much lower than 27, where it is now. There's only 34 sellers down here. There's a high volume node on the daily at 27. ES long 65.75. Oh, it came right to 64, guys. That was the number we were looking for the bounce on the ES. I got to start putting marks on my charts because it came right to the bottom, right where we were looking. We left one seller. Now 30 is a tough nut for the bonds. ES could go right off the day low again. It's worth a 64 quarter if you can get a fill. 64 quarter long on the ES. My stop on this is going to be 63 half. If it doesn't hold, it's not going to go. First target at 3 ticks is it. Come on. Nope.
Come on.
They're trying to buy ES right here at 64. They keep selling 63.75. They're still selling it, guys. Probably not here. We'll reevaluate out 150. ES may keep coming down. Gets to the tick and went. It's struggling, though. PL gets above 87, it'll go long. Pulls back into this area here.
If CL comes down to 72, I'd like it as well. 72, 73. For long.
If it comes down, we'll buy it on the bottom.
Is the first target 31 on the ZB?
Right now I have it set, Sandy, at 02, 5 ticks, and I'll adjust it based on order flow. ES has a sell on a small time frame. 66 quarter is about as high as that's getting. Here goes the bonds, trying. I'm at 52.31. Center of the channel is 02. I think we can get that.
All in, all out at 53?
Yeah.
Pending home sales was expected at positive 0.06 and it's come in at minus 0.1. It's worse than they expected. They expected growth and they've got decline. Way to go on patience, Bobby.
They're still buying it. There it is. It's at 3. No fill yet, guys. You can see it. Few buyers here, not many. I'm going to drop my target on the bonds to just 2 ticks. See if it'll... I'm out, so it's going higher. I'm up 6 ticks. I'm done with the bonds. They took me quickly. There you go. If you want your 3 ticks, there it is. It'll struggle at 02 for a little bit. Unless you want to be really patient with this thing, you might get up to 7. Took 6 ticks. I'm done. This 59.3, bang, bang. No momentum, though, in it. Gold could just hit that 59.3 and flush. LE will short it 135.875. It should come back and fill that gap. We're at the day high, but there's a big gap below. I'm looking at a 7 for a sell. 7-8 for a sell. I'm watching it. Only 9 buyers left here at 05.
I don't like it when it grinds like this towards our entries, though, Bob.
We have no volume. Best trade so far would have been the bonds.
Yeah, I know.
If anybody stayed with it, it's a monster. This 59.3 is an interesting sell on gold. I don't watch order flow on gold, so I can't tell you what's here, but that's the day low. That could break, and get right down to this node at 58 in a hurry. And if it breaks that little node here, the next ledge is 54.5.
Gold moves nicely as well. If it gets another nice move, it's going to just go flush.
Initially, I went in at 29. That was where I figured it would stop 27. Here was my entry when it capped out the first time. Then it pushed down to support here at 24. We left 4 sellers. That's it. Nothing. We had 400 on the first push. Pushed up, came back 4, ran out of sellers, and then up. Here's your resistance right here at 7. This is top of value at 12. So that's why I'm watching it for a sell now on the top side.
Bob, I think here's our long on crude coming up. 67, 66.
Yay?
Yep, 66, 67.
I put it in at 65, Sandy.
Okay.
My fault.
It's all right. I think it's bounced.
Yeah, it did. My fault.
If you got filled, first target now, please, and go to break even. 1 tick a heat.
One of the things that we want to start working on in depth is understanding order flow. It is paramount that you guys understand what's going on at any given price at any given time between buyers and sellers. For instance, this trade that Sandy just had, we ran out of sellers here. We're going to work on a lot of things. The profile, we're going to work on some of these scalp trades that Sandy and I have been doing. We're going to work on order flow.
I said, look at ZB. It's a monster trade.
I chicken littled out on the ZB. Anybody that stayed with it, guys, it's a 10-tick trade, pretty close to it. That's almost $1,000 on the ZB. For those of you that decide to join us, we will be working on this. For those of you guys that decide to go your own way, if you're not trading order flow, I strongly suggest you add order flow to your trading repertoire. Gold broke the 59.3. If anybody took it, you guys can see gold coming down. That's another one of the indicators we use. These numbers that are printed on my screen, those give areas of support and resistance back 256 candles. We call them bang-bang trades.
8 ticks so far on that. Yeah, right at the beginning of the day, Bob drew this arrow, explained that he saw gold coming down. That blue area that is on the chart, the middle chart of gold, that area is a suction tube.
Crude is going to struggle at 75, 6, 7, somewhere in through there. ES is going to struggle at 67.5. Bonds are a sell somewhere around 12, 13.
I think crude's going to go down as low as 36, 33 today. I'd love to find somewhere higher up to sell it, around 80 to 83. I know I'm being an optimist. I think where Bob said at 70 to 67 is the aggressive sell. It's going to struggle to get up to 73 even. The last time at 73 there was only 7 buyers.
Here's your sell on the bonds. You could have sold to 16. There's your sell, 13. We were looking for somewhere between 12 and 13. I'm watching order flow. It'll probably come down to 9. I think you could sell it in here right now and take 3 all in, all out. There is support at 9. There you go. Now, if it breaks through 9, the center of the channel is right back to 4. So if you're really aggressive and you want to take a couple off and try to get the runner, it ran out of buyers at 16, not a lot of them. They're selling here. They're selling 12.
366 at 12. Yep, sellers are coming in. Capped at 16 with just 16 buyers.
I'm out. That's it. I'm out. I'm out of my bond. 500 sellers just came in. It's still selling it here. This could see 04 if you want to stay with it. There's 3 ticks. You got your 3, guys. That's all I was looking for. This could now break down to 04, which is where the center of the channel is. There's 9. Trading multiples, you want to take 2 to 3 ticks and then break even is how we typically trade.
They're expecting down 1.8. It's coming as positive 2.6. Wait for it to settle a little bit. Okay, let's see what we've got on crude. My original comment to everyone today was crude I thought was going to get to 36.33. I was off by 7 ticks. It came to 36.40. I do like it if it gets up to about 69. I think 69 to 72 is going to stop it again, and I'm ready to sell it up here. 69's got 198 sellers there from the last time it was up there, where they pushed it down hard, and then it got capped with 8 buyers at 72. They've left sellers down here everywhere. It looks like they want to take it down further on crude. I don't know if it's got enough momentum to push up to where I want to sell it. Here, 71, try and sell it. Hit it.
I'm at 71.
Hit it and didn't film me. I put it on late. Sorry, guys. Came exactly to 72. 69 to 72 is where I wanted, right? Now it's busted through, but it would have given first target. Looking at a 5 minute, 86 looks like a great place to sell it. 86, 87 on crude. When you can see a tradable pattern on the order flow, that's when we start using it. When the volume's so thin that you can't really see the wood from the trees, then you use profile. If you can use both, it's the best combination.
As far as indicators and things like that, we will give you the volume profile. We will give you the settings that we use on the channel and on the MACD. We give you the range counter, which is ours. And of course, we do daily trading, and we are going back to some very strong education. Because we're a $229 a month room, opposed to a $7,500 lifetime type membership, which will, and I say this parenthetically, give you indicators. We cannot give you anything other than that. $249. If we don't own it, we can't give it to you because we have to pay for it as well. The Bang Bang indicator, once we start using that when the markets pick up, if you wanted that, we can give it to you. We paid for that. We just passed that along. We don't use a lot of indicators. There is one indicator that you will definitely want to get, and that's going to be order flow. We don't supply order flow. We're a month-to-month room. You guys have seen what we can do with little volume. Imagine what we can do when we have actually tradable ranges. We should be done every day by 11 o'clock, 11:30 with very decent numbers. And the beauty of our room is if at any point you decide you don't want to be here, you leave. You don't have a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 investment that you walk away from. And we trade. We do it in front of you. We tell you what we're doing. We show you the DOM. I don't know of any other room that does what we do. I know of no other room that trades with a DOM. So when I'm down $1,000, you guys get to see it in living color. There's over 1,000 rooms. The vast majority of them are not really trading. They're selling something, indicators, some cornucopia of garbage. And then you have some that do trade. They'll call trades out, but they're still not showing it on a DOM or anything like that. They don't manage the trade in front of you. What Sandy and I said when we started this was we really wanted to do something different than anybody else in the business, and that's what we've set out to do. We want to be unique in this industry. What I can tell you is that order flow essentially is order flow. Once you understand how to read the numbers, listen, you can spend, OFA I think is up to 10 grand.
Yeah.
Pretty close to it.
They're all expensive.
Here's, actually Noft got more expensive. Here's the order flow that I use, okay guys? You've got your profile on the left. Now depending on what chart you use, I like 5 minutes on order flow. So I've got my profile on the left, obviously green and red signifies buyers and sellers. At every incremental price, you can see all the way over to the left, 36, 83, 82, 81, so on and so forth. You look in the blue, it will tell you every contract that's traded at that price. What I like about the profile is it shows me where the notches are, where price should stop. The Sierra, whatever color this is in the center of the channel. The blue, dark blue on top were pivots, where price turned on the top, red on the bottom. I can see unfinished auctions, which are designated by red and green dots on the candle. These are each 5 minute auctions. The red is generally a support or resistance area, and then green top and bottom give me area of value. So I know where my top and bottom of value is in a 5 minute chart. Now if I set it to 10 or 30 minutes or 40, whatever, that's what it would show. It's not our indicator, no. We show it for the person that actually owns it, and I think it's the best one out there. I used the Knopf guys for years. I used the Knopf for better than 3 years. Sandy and I worked with Gomi. We have used the Gomi ladder. He's a great guy. He's probably the preeminent programmer in this industry. We can get you the Gomi ladder if somebody wanted to become a member. We could do that for you. Guys, you can get it off of Big Mike's Trading for a $100 donation. You can get some great indicators for $100. I mean, a lot of them. If anybody is interested in this order flow, I can tell you one of our members has already purchased it, Tom. He loves it. I don't really have a vested interest in this indicator, guys. I can tell you that it's probably the nicest one I've ever used. If you join with us now, we're charging $249 a month, and you are locked in at that price as long as you stay a member. We are raising the price right after the new year to $299. We did the $249 until we got to 50 members. We've reached that. We're still at $249, and we will change to $299 after the first of the year. The 7 triggered anybody that wants the bonds. I sold 7. Selling on the bonds 06. It's got to break the center of the channel at 5. Support on the bonds, guys, is the whole number. I'm at 2. All in, all out at 2. 5 ticks. We're getting a little bit of a move down now in the bonds. Right at the center of the, there we go. At 7, that was the break. It could come down to 26, guys. We've actually got a guy on staff. I didn't see him in the room today, Randy Rosen, who is a market technician. I can't say he came to 3. I can't say he's certified because he hasn't published anything yet, but he issues option trades for us and stocks. We do not do Forex. Most rigged market in the world. I will not trade an MT4 platform. I started out trading Forex.
That market's really manipulated. I absolutely despise it as well.
But they don't charge you commissions. That's their big thing. 9-tick spread, but they don't charge commissions.
And you know the spread betting companies in the UK, they can give different data to different customers. So you could all be trading euro and you get a different euro chart.
We can do ETFs too. Euro's trying to pop along here. I'm still sitting with this, guys, all in, all out. If anybody sold the 7 with me. Running out of sellers at 2. Took me out of 2, not 3. All right, I'm out, guys. So I got 2 at 4 is 8 and 3, 11 ticks. Sandy, look at our total.
I saw it, 1,042.
We're $2 shy of our record. 1,044 is our all-time record.
Okay, we can watch crude around 52, 53 or 51 for a long. It comes down and stops there. I'm going to be looking to buy it. 62 could hold it as well, but I think it's going to break 62. Look how close we missed our sell. We wanted 87 and it get to 85. And let's move down now.
There's a little M break at 71. There's a break here. It's now at 69, but it's an M break at 71. But it's right into the center of the channel.
I think if we sell 80, we could do it with an 85 stop. I was interested in it earlier. It's not really 80, 81, 82. I don't think it's going to get over 82. I don't even know if it's going to get up to 80. I'm sitting there at 81. Stop only needs to be 85.
Okay, I'm at 81.
Came to 79, I think, or 78 and stopped. 79. Missed it by 2 ticks. Okay, cancelled it.
TF is actually looking for a long right here. Anybody that wants to trade it, 54.1. A long. There it goes. First target immediately.
Crude, it's just red on my charts, Bob. Just sellers everywhere.
I don't have any place to get in though, Sandy. I see 36.93.
Yeah, I could see that at the bottom of that node, a little nook. And the stop only has to be 97, 98 on that. Yeah, I like it there.
You can get there. It's a good trade, I think.
The way we use these nodes and what you're seeing on profile is we use one part of the profile for our entry price and one part of the profile for our stop. When we'll go through and teach it all to you next week. Once you understand that, it gives you the support and resistance areas that we're looking for.
What we'll do is, on days when we don't have trial members in, we can do education throughout the day. On days when we have trial members in, we'll close the room and we'll open a separate room and do education. If that stupid thing would have given me that extra tick, we'd have had our all-time high. I think bonds can get to 29, 28. There's a high volume note on the hourly chart. Let me show you. Here's your hourly, right to there. What we want guys to understand is order flow, and that could take a couple of months if you haven't already used it. The profile, we can get you up to speed, understanding the profile, in about the same, maybe not as long. Here's the LE, guys. I'm looking for this to break down. There's a gap here all the way down to my final target. If I can get this thing to drop down 2 or 3 more ticks, it'll come. Mav, we get that a lot. If you saw what we've done this week, imagine what we'll do with normal volume. Send me a request. I mean, we're happy to allow you in. We want you guys to see us trade. There's no smoke and mirrors. We're not hiding anything. We would like to see you guys come back, and if you decide you want to join, great. If not, no worries. Breakdown. Fill the gap.
Yeah, there's a huge gap on this.
The LE, yeah.
Yeah, all the way down to 135, 500.
Woo! 500. I'm at 500 then, Sandy. We're going to get that gap, buddy.
Tighten up now. Don't let blood. Come on.
Oh, I'm not all in, all out generally. When the markets are a little more fluid, we'll trade 2 off and then a runner. It's going to fill the gap. I'll take the $90 and be done with it. It's going to fill this gap. It's just going to work it slowly. It's not a fast mover. You can see the volume, guys, is thin as heck on this. Those of you that are here have bore witness to the best single day we've had as a room. Prior to this, it was 1,044, and we did it on 8 trades.